What we do here is go back, 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 back.
What's going on, YouTube? Back with another episode, and guess what? Guess who's back? Back again. John is back from smoking them briskets. John, don't leave us this time, man. We apologize.
Made it back, man.
We didn't want you to just leave, get up and leave,
Yeah.
man. That was rude, bro.
That brisket better be damn good though.
Yeah, man. One thing you gotta learn when you're smoking brisket, you don't leave it hanging. You go check on it. All right. So sometimes you just gotta cut out.
And you walked out on us like Will Smith's dad did in that episode, man.
Yeah, dude, you made a statement there.
Hey, man. Your brisket's like your baby. You gotta go check on it. Okay.
So,
a little
anyways,
different.
guys, today we are going to be doing best superhero movies. Rob, you want to give everyone kind of the rundown of what's going to go on today?
Yeah. So each of us picked our two favorite superhero movies. So it's not based on like best. It's not broken down by Marvel or DC or by character. It's just two of your favorite superhero movies. We're going to go round robin style and talk through a couple of them and why we enjoy watching them so much.
Guys, real quick before we start, because we're going to get into some debate here, I believe. What defines a superhero? What defines a superhero? What defines a superhero movie?
I mean, they gotta have superpowers or they gotta have super money. Mad amount of money.
Their mission is to try to save somebody or something. That's
So
gotta
let
be
me ask you this: is 007 a superhero?
No.
He's not rich.
That's the person.
Yeah, he's not rich.
That's a regular
Bro, have you
person.
seen his car?
Yeah, but he gets gifted those items.
Yeah,
He
it's not
doesn't
his car.
buy them himself. That's provided by the government.
Does he wear a
He's
superhero
actually-
suit? Like, does he have the
Yeah, he
whole?
wears a suit.
Okay.
Yes, but none of that stuff. Show me the title to that car and show me that's in his name, and I'll say he's super rich. He don't own it. The government owns it.
Hey, bro, you know it's a movie, right?
I mean, hey, we're talking about it.
All right, so
Show
who's
me
starting
the
us
title.
off?
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with John. He's gonna jump into his first, and then we'll go to Spot, myself, and then Schwalker.
All right. Well, my favorite superhero
ferret?
movie.
Your
My
favorite?
favorite. This movie, I actually, me and my son really enjoyed it. I think this is like his first. This was probably one of his first movies that he just totally got captivated with. It's a Marvel movie. I'm going with Black Panther. It was just a real great movie. Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan killed it. Just the whole story of Black Panther and how he fits in, and he eventually joins the Avengers, and you learn about Wakanda, and it's just great. I mean, it was really a big hit, and what?
Let me ask you this: Did you even know about Black Panther before the
Have you
movie?
watched the movie, John?
Have you seen it, man?
I
It's like he's on AOL right now.
feel like John read
it
like
talks
a
about
synopsis, but back on the
Wakanda.
story, like, yeah.
No,
He's like, yeah, man.
we're
I
talking about
tripped
vibranium?
out when it wasn't about I tripped out when it wasn't about a cat.
Yeah, I was expecting a whole real Black Panther. It's not even an animal in this movie. No, really.
He went to the theaters thinking it was Pink Panther. He was like, "Oh man, wrong movie."
Yeah, you think that's a spy movie.
No, I mean, me and my son are bond there, and really, I'm doing like, you'll see like a trend between both my movies. Both my kids were, I guess, really big into both of these movies and big fans of them, and it's something that I created a big bond with them. So my son's all into Black Panther and his friends, and I'm sticking with them.
Yeah, Black Panther was a great movie. I think
Oh, yeah.
I remember Black Panther as having like one of the best trailers I've ever seen. I would get so pumped like 9 months out from release by just watching the trailer, because like the music, how it hit. I think like it was a super cool. Like they made Chadwick Boseman in the movie, like he was such a cool character. And how like that fit into the Marvel world. I think it's pretty fitting that like John like talked about seeing it with his son, because I think the story of Black Panther is
actors too.
it's a big story about like father son though, right? So like his dad in the movie right, passes away in, I think, Civil War, right? He's killed in the bombing. And then, you see that trend. And then Killmonger on the opposite end as a villain, right? His father is killed, and then he grows up with that one. So I think that's a good father son like
I've seen
kind
that
of
movie
to go
probably
to. And I
over
think it's
100
on action.
times.
So
And yeah, I mean, it still doesn't get old. It's a really good.
you didn't know their names. I did not know the names of those characters until Robert said them right now.
That
What
screen
are you
hasn't
talking
loaded
about?
on his computer yet. He's getting there, man.
You talking about
He's getting
T'Challa and Killmonger?
Yeah.
No,
Good
I
movie
agree
next?
though.
them.
Who's
That's a
next?
good
It's a good movie. Yeah, let's hop over to the spot. What's your first
All
one,
right.
man?
First, I was just say, RP, shout out to Chadwick Boseman for Missy Man. Great actor, even not in Black Panther, but just overall. I've seen a bunch of his movies, and he was a great actor in all those movies. So I'm gonna go with my first movie. It's gonna be Iron Man. That started the whole MCU. So without Iron Man, none of these other movies even happened. They're not even started. They're not even going. Don't bring up the Hulk. Nobody cares about that. That never happened. So
Hey man, I don't
worry
know,
about
man. I
that.
need to see the title to his suit. So I need to make sure that that is his suit.
Yeah. Hey, look, I actually have it right there. But everything about and everybody who loved Marvel, who fell in love with Marvel, that was the first movie that popped up. Everybody watched it. Everybody loved it. Robert Downey Jr. is, I don't want to say is still the perfect actor for Iron Man. Can nobody replace that? So that's my dude, man.
That
My
would be a
guy.
hard. Who would like if
I think
let's say like
we
100
brought it up
years from
last
now?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, who would be a good Iron Man replacement for you guys watching at home? Please comment below who would be a good replacement for Iron Man if it wasn't Robert Downey
If there's
Jr.
any,
If there's
if there's any
anybody,
replacements,
put it
and
down
there's
below.
none,
You
I would like
know
to. I would like to hear.
I'd like to see you know who I'd like to see play Iron Man? Danny DeVito. I think Danny DeVito could step in, bring a different
I think it's
type of
past his
energy
time, man.
to
Danny
the
DeVito,
character.
Danny DeVito, if you're watching this, hit up Kevin Feige and let him know, like, hey,
Yeah, I
what's up,
don't know.
man?
I can't
Right?
think of anybody.
Yeah.
Hashtag Danny DeVito.
Iron-
That's what we're gonna do on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hashtag Danny DeVito.
Iron Man was great though, man. He said kicked off honestly, if Iron Man doesn't perform the way it did or is well received as it was, like there's
Yeah.
probably no Marvel the way it is now,
Oh, yeah,
which you might
100%.
even say
No.
like there's no Disney Plus. There's a lot of different things that probably don't happen if that movie doesn't take off the way it did.
Yeah.
And I think at the time, right, like Robert Downey Jr. probably like was still coming back from some of the the off the screen issues
dark
he was
past.
having. So
Yeah.
so they took a chance on him, and I think it
Well,
turned out well.
I
So,
think you're
awesome.
definitely right about that too. Because if you look at, well, I think it was '08, and you look at the Hulk came out in '08, and you see the reception that the Hulk came out with, and the reception that Iron Man came out with, and like you said, if that reception doesn't happen with Iron Man, then I mean we're talking about the Hulk being an afterthought.
I'm gonna hop in
Who's
with my
next?
first movie. So I'm gonna take maybe the only animated Marvel movie that I've seen. And probably the only animated one on this list that we're going through. But I'm gonna go with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think this for me, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I think this is the best Spider-Man movie overall. And I think the best critic of it was I took my nephew to see it, who can't sit through a lot of movies. And when it finished, like he just looked at me and said, "That was a really great movie." And I'll take that as 2 thumbs up from him. Took a ton of time to make. I forget how long they said they had to spend on each sequence for it, but I know it was a lot of time that they spent to animate this. But a great storyline for me, probably one of my favorite graphic novel storylines of how they bring in all these different Spider-Verse characters for it. You meet Miles Morales, so you don't start off with the main character Peter Parker. You go with Miles Morales, who's half black, half Puerto Rican kid from New York, who gets these same powers in a different universe. But I just thought like that was really cool to see. Like we've seen 3 iterations of Spider-Man in Peter Parker form. So to go outside of that and drop in, Spider-Man Noir, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Ham, like I thought it was pretty cool to see that come together, even if it was in a animated form. And I thought it was pretty cool. Like he rocks some Jordan 1s throughout all of the movie too. So that was pretty dope to have that going on. So
My son
really
likes the
enjoyed that
soundtrack
movie.
to that. He likes
Dope,
to-
man.
Nah, man,
It's a good
I honestly
soundtrack
think
too,
man.
it's definitely it was. I think even if it's animated, it's definitely one like my top 10 movies of all time. It's a very good movie.
It
Like
is.
not even including it's animated, it's a very good movie.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I like that. That's a great pick, man.
So
I think that might be the first great pick you made in any of these drafts.
You want Spot over
job,
big
man.
time, Rob. Man, I never seen him like
I
balance
know.
that hard.
Well, I mean, Rob, this is Rob's best pick that he's ever had. So I mean, good job, Rob. I mean, I know our viewers
Hey,
don't usually
bro.
like his picks, don't agree with him, but this is a good one.
Hey, careful. We don't want him to leave, man. We don't want him to leave and drop off like John did the other day. For my pick, I am gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy. I love comedy in movies.
Yeah, it's real funny.
And I don't know. I love that movie. Let me ask you guys this. Guardians of the Galaxy, do you think it's a family friendly movie?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, all Marvel movies, they keep them pretty PG-13. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is probably
A little bit
more
more
risky
towards that,
than
yeah.
other. Yeah, they're
Well, you
like
compare-
a
you
little
compare it
different
to
type of
DC,
comedy
yeah,
element,
absolutely.
so-
Oh yeah. I think it's mostly because
Yeah.
of a Rocket. He's a little bit over the top sometimes. He has a
Absolutely,
kind of a vulgar mouth, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But
Guardians of the
Groot,
Galaxy is
his
a good
mouse,
movie, though.
woo, watch out.
Groot. Oh yeah. If you understand Groot.
Especially like teenager Groot. Ooh,
Oh man, that boy.
watch out. No, but it's funny. I like that movie.
Nah, I like that movie, man. I do like that movie.
Yeah. It's a really good movie, man. I think I didn't know a ton about Guardians of the Galaxy before it came out, so I kind of read up on it a little bit. But
Same.
really cool characters. I think it's one of those where like they've got such an ensemble cast again, but really cool characters that come in that I think have opened a lot of people's eyes to superhero movies or comics. I would say so. Nice, man. Yeah.
What you got, John?
My second one, my daughter is a big fan of her. She was actually her one Halloween, but I'm going with Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman. Really good movie. I watched
From the 70s?
No, I meant the original. Well, the first one with Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay.
The one like in 2017. 2017, all right. I watched the new one though, the 1984. That was good, but the original is way better. Just the backstory of Princess Diana and the Amazon woman, and then having her meet the pilot from the war, and her wanting to go fight the god of war, and I mean it was real interesting. It's funny too, and
You gonna act out a scene for us?
No,
I was about to say, I
Want me to?
love when John just gives us the whole synopsis.
no,
Yeah, have you
It
watched
really-
these movies?
It helps when you're reading from Wikipedia.
no. I mean, it's just a lot. There's a lot. But really, both these movies I really like because my kids
Look at
love them.
John's
And
phone. John's like the whole stuff is right here on his phone.
you're
Is that
Where's my phone?
is that like
here.
you say Nadine's like is that one of her top movies, or like I would guess both of those are like their favorite superhero movies possibly?
Yeah, I'd say there's the best. Their favorite superhero movies. They really, I mean, they'll watch it a ton.
I have a question for
And,
you.
yeah, and I
John.
think like
I got a
that
question for
superhero and like both those movies are like good superheroes to look up to really for kids.
Do your kids think that when they watch those movies? They think it's a good role model to look up to. Like your son watching Black Panther, your daughter watching Wonder Woman. Do they feel that that's a good way to go? Like it's good for as a role model for them, or they just like the movie?
They just like the movie, but I don't think they really think about that. They're still kind of young, but
Yeah.
hopefully it's impressionable.
But I think you're right about that. I think
So
those are two good movies to look up to when you have a son and a daughter. I mean, those are very, very. I guess you say like
honorable
movies. Yeah.
honorable characters. So,
But I mean, I wish you would just watch the movies and stop reading the summaries about them.
Hey, John, by the way, when you left the other day, Rob did tell us when y'all were making that haunted house that you were the one that dressed up like Wonder Woman. It wasn't Nadine, so it's all right, man. It is all right. It is all right, man. It's all right. Rob, you're next. Spot's next?
Spot, yeah, we go
Spot.
back to Joe.
So for my second pick, I'm gonna pick Endgame. And if in Avengers Endgame, I mean, what more you can say, man? Every superhero that's appeared in every phase so far was showed up on there. the ultimate battle against Thanos and his army. I mean, it doesn't get more superheroic than that. Um, the ultimate hero, though, as much as I love Iron Man, the ultimate superhero, Captain America, was literally gonna stand against the whole entire army on his own. He got that shield, tightened it up, and was like, "Yo, let's go." And that is the personification of a superhero right there. So I think that's the ultimate. I think Endgame is the ultimate superhero movie, especially just that one
a lot
moment
of
that he gets right there.
Because he got
a
like
lot of
500 of them. He's got all of them in
lot
there.
of lot of
Shit.
gangster moments. Yeah, a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
gangster
Oh,
moments in
yeah.
that movie
Oh yeah,
from some of these guys.
100%.
Great pick. Yeah, I think culmination of
It's sad
how long?
too.
What 10 years worth of movies that
11,
everyone
11.
had seen and grew up with.
Which is weird. They picked the number. They picked the
And
weird number
then
11. Should have been 10.
but just huge, like huge culmination. I think you kept seeing bits of Thanos for a bunch of movies, and it was like,
Yeah.
man, when's this guy gonna finally come out? And then he comes out, wipes away half of the planet, and
Mhm.
then gets defeated in the next one. So, which I mean, I guess technically they didn't really defeat him. They had to go back in time and defeat a different Thanos,
Yep.
like to get there, right? So I guess technically, like they didn't really beat him.
He still
But
won.
I thought that
Lately, he
was
won.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Endgame is just a crazy movie. Super long. Wasn't it like 3.5 hours long, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's super long.
That movie, and I mean, like no one complained. I think like I could have gone for
Oh,
another
no,
20
yeah.
minutes of
20
yeah.
minutes.
so-
That you're gonna say
me,
I could
me,
have gone for
me,
another
and,
3
me and
hours.
Melanie went to the movies, to the theater, man, and we watched the whole movie. And I was like, after the end was done, I was like, that's it. I was like, they couldn't make it longer. Like I wanted it to be longer.
As you try getting up and your legs are giving out from
Yeah.
under you, you sat down.
I
For so
couldn't get. I
long.
was like this. Like I was on the seat, but I was like, I want the
Oh,
movie.
man,
to be
going
longer.
to the restroom after that movie. Ooh.
dehydrated and
shit.
everything.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll say
Drinking all
this,
that Coke.
I don't know how I didn't go to the restroom the whole entire movie. I sat down and I watched that whole entire movie. I ain't go nowhere.
You get a bedpan in there. That's why.
Oh,
Dang. He's like, I ain't going nowhere.
Awesome.
Nope.
Rob, what you
So I'll
got?
jump into my second movie. It was between a couple, but I'm gonna go with Deadpool because I think it's such a different type of movie.
I thought that was an anti-hero
it's
movie, not a superhero movie.
Mm.
Comment on what you think.
That's a good one. That's a good
Deadpool is
one.
classified. Deadpool is classified as an anti-hero. He does a lot of team ups, so he's had team ups with Spider-Man, team ups with Wolverine. I'm gonna classify him as a superhero.
If you
And I
disagree with
think
Rob,
number
let us
one,
know.
Because he
it's
wants to. He's like,
yeah. I put the first movie.
What was your
Into
other pick?
Spider-Verse was an animated movie, and then this one is a rated R superhero
Our
movie.
movie.
But I think Deadpool again, like he's the merc with the mouth. I love that he's a character that brings a ton of humor. Ryan Reynolds, I think, is the perfect cast choice for Deadpool.
Oh, absolutely.
Coming back for a third installment. And then I think, like it introduces a lot of people who didn't know about the character to him. But again, like it brings in a different demographic. Like most Marvel movies are and have been PG-13. And so I think like these movies obviously coming out from Fox, I believe, placed him rated R. And I think they're going to keep that with the new one coming in. But I just think it's such a funny movie. You've got great elements, great acting.
Now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love Deadpool though. I think the second one was
do you
good, not
remember-
as good as the first. But
Do you remember Deadpool in X-Men Origins? I mean Wolverine Origins.
horrible.
When he was
Horrible.
But it's crazy though that like you said, I'm glad they stayed with Ryan Reynolds because they used him for that movie too.
Yeah.
And it's
Spot,
good that
do you
they stayed with him.
remember when that movie came out before it was in theaters? I found a pirated version online, and me and you watched it with Mark, and it like they had not dubbed in the graphics, so in parts of the end of it, like it was a green screen, and then there was other parts where you could tell it was still computer animation that hadn't been finished.
When they
we
were on the
watched
train,
this pirated episode, and we were like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, I remember that's the first time we watched it was an unfinished movie, basically. And I was like, I didn't want to watch it again. And I was like, I'm not gonna watch this movie again. Like this movie was horrible. I watched it again. It's still a horrible movie, regardless of where you watch it at.
Yeah. Oh, X-Men Origins is so bad. But yeah, the only thing worse than it was the pirated version that we saw. So,
Okay.
Schwacker, what's your second movie, man?
John, what was your first movie again?
Black Panther.
Black
That's
Panther.
right. I'm really
You want to say it
surprised.
again? You want to say
No.
it again?
I'm really surprised, and no one really said The Dark Knight. I mean, The Dark Knight was a top movie, but I'm not gonna go with The Dark Knight. I'm gonna.
No. We. It's not that we didn't say it. We just didn't want to say it. That's why.
Great movie, but I'm gonna start a little controversy here. I am gonna go with John Wick. I am gonna go with
Superhero,
John
huh?
Wick.
It's not really controversy if you are the only one that thinks that. Because I mean, we all agree it's not really.
Do y'all agree that it's not? Do you think John Wick's a superhero?
I don't think John. I really like
John,
John
look
Wick.
it up
I
on
don't
your
think he's a
internet real
quick.
superhero.
But
I
John
don't think
Wick's
he's
not.
a
But John Wick's not a
superhero.
superhero.
Is John Wick a superhero? Let me see.
I don't. He
Look it up,
doesn't.
John.
Yeah,
Are we gonna Google? Are we gonna Google John Wick a superhero? Oh no.
John Wick
John's
is
about to
an
drop right now.
incredibly-
So he's looking up stuff.
John Wick is an incredibly talented human being, but he's not. a superhero.
John Wick is like Hawkeye and Black Widow. They're not superheroes.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
that's
kinda
woo.
to them.
Mm. Am I lying though? Would you call Black Widow or Hawkeye to come save your family? No.
I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, no one's.
I
helping
mean,
you
are they
online.
the
But they're
only ones?
superheroes,
Like,
though,
is it
like,
between 911
Online,
and
no one's
Hawkeye?
really.
Like, is it between 911 and Hawkeye?
Let's say if you call 911 or Hawkeye, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
I'd rather call
I would-
Ghostbusters
I'd
than
call
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
They're superheroes.
I call
I'd rather call-
Hawkeye. If
I'd rather call Ghostbusters.
They're more
if they still have the
superheroes than-
same,
At least they have plasma
John Wick.
cannons.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean-
call.
I would call Hawkeye if I'm going hunting.
So why do you think he's a superhero?
Huh?
Why do you think he's a superhero?
Have you seen John Wick, John?
It's gonna be quiet.
Yeah, is what's
That dude's amazing.
So is Bruce Lee a superhero? Or is, like, how are we doing this?
Absolutely, he's a superhero too.
See,
So-
did y'all hear my daughter call right now? Because she knows John Wick's not a
So I would
superhero.
say this.
That's what she's calling right
I-
now.
Jackie
would-
Chan in Rush
I would-
Hour is a superhero?
I would say this then is Black Panther a superhero only when what I mean, John, I know you didn't watch the movie. So do you know how he
Like
gets his
200
powers?
times with Huh?
Do you know how he gets his powers? Because he doesn't have them all the time. You can
No,
take
he
his
doesn't.
powers away from him.
Yeah.
So
you're talking
is
about,
Black
like, the-
Panther only a superhero when
Wait. Hold
Where's
on,
the child?
he's wearing the
Hold on, hold on.
suit or
John, how does he get his powers?
You talking about the vibranium?
Okay, yeah.
you didn't watch the movie?
Okay, yeah.
What are you
watched
talking
the-
You
about?
didn't watch the movie?
When they poured the drink back in him?
The Drake.
The drink?
The Drake.
It's not a drink. They made it.
Well,
from
they
something.
mashed it up. They mashed it up and they poured it in.
John's never watched the movie. He was smoking that brisket.
Oh, John. John.
Smoking that
I mean, his,
brisket.
his
Smoking
sister's
Dutchman
really the
kids.
brains behind
Dutchman.
everything, but
So
Yes,
how the Black Panther gets his powers is they mush up and he drinks the heart-shaped herb, and that's
Yeah.
how he gets his powers. And then they build vibranium suits for him. So I'm saying, is he really a superhero when he doesn't have the heart-shaped herb in him?
Without it, no. He's just the king of Wakanda.
yeah.
So he just
T'Challa.
becomes a superhero.
You know what? Then I'll
Is
take
he
that.
a
You know what?
superhero?
I'll take back
That's
John
like,
Wick.
that's like
Think
saying
about
the
this.
Hulk is the Hulk.
Think about Shazam.
They turn it on
When
and
he's a
turn it
kid,
off.
When he's a
You
kid,
could say that with
No,
all superheroes,
no.
like Iron Man without his suit. You could say that.
No, he
the
still has a
Hulk when
Stark
he's
reactor in him.
regular. When he's a regular
he's
human.
still part robot. He's never a regular human. Hulk is inside of him.
Yeah, but he channels.
He's
it
just
in
not on
and
the
out.
outside.
He's
Hey, all
not.
I'm saying is, though, if you kill John Wick's puppy, or kill
They
his
don't
dog,
call him the Hulk when he's not. Hulk-
You done.
When he's an
You done.
ordinary person.
you're done.
All right. You know what? Then I'll take it back, and then I'll add another animated movie on here. And y'all probably gonna diss me for this one too, or John's probably gonna diss me for this one too. I'm gonna go with the Lego Batman movie.
Hey, yeah, I like that movie.
Lego Batman movie is hilarious.
That movie's
I like
good.
that word. I like that
That
word.
movie's really good. He's not a superhero though because he's a toy. But
I would pick Evan. I would pick Evan. Evan's a superhero. Well, you know.
Nah, I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
it's
It's a funny movie,
good,
though.
man. Yeah, I like it.
But YouTube, that's our list for this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know if there's any characters that we should have put in here or left out, over there from that guy. But from us, the brothers here, we really appreciate y'all your support. We'll see you next time. Peace.